you Ah, wah, wah, wah. Ah, wah, 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 wah. Hi. 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 Good morning. Good afternoon. Good day, Hime. 懐かしいな。この BGM. Doesn't this song bring back memories? Does it bring back memories? Hanahime, right now! Right now! Hello! I love spending time on the floor pretending to be a rock. It's my favorite pastime, not gonna lie. Even more than playing Genshin. The demons have caught up. Yep. Recently, Needy Streamer Overload celebrated its 2nd anniversary. 2 years since the launch of the game in the first place, and it's pretty much solidified itself in weeb culture as, you know, the Menhera game. So naturally, I played it. I do have a playthrough of it from last year on my channel. I haven't really touched it since. And this year they released a new song and a new collection of minigames. And if you look at it, it says Petite Game Collection Volume 1. So we can only assume that there's more to come. You guys see the new endings and got, yeah, oopsies. That's fun. It's fun. But anyways, today we are here to check out the 4 new mini games we have over here. Is Happy Dating Game. I don't know who this is, but I bet she's pretty cute, which means you get to go on a date with a cute girl. Isn't that exciting? Not like you virgins would know. Ha! Losers. Unlike you, I am very well acquainted with the feeling of going out on a date with a cute girl. In fact, I went out on a date with a cute girl today, while I was lying on the floor. Yeah, I get mad bitches all the time. I wouldn't expect you guys to understand because, well, clearly we're on 2 completely different levels. But I guess it's exciting for you. You can have your first experience here. Can you project? No one's projecting here. Okay, so I think this is a dating sim visual novel style game. Here is Don't Die, 𝐾_𝐲! A shooting game where I get to raise down some nerds. But first, go take a shower. So this is a roguelike shooting game, I think. I haven't seen much people play this yet. I think Amy's played it, but that's about it. This one I'm excited for. Breakout 𝐾_𝐲, a blog breaking game that reveals stuff. But don't you dare play it, because it's super embarrassing. And this one, 𝐾_𝐲's Room, come in, but only if you really... I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, there are 3 games to choose from. I don't know if I should do all 3 today or like do it like 1 per stream. Maybe we can have like... I don't know how long these mini games are in the first place, so we'll see, okay? But which one should we play first? Which one should we play first? You know, all of them on 1 stream. Yeah, I don't know how long they are. But maybe we'll go for the dating game first. We'll go for the dating game first, cause you know. Who would want to go on a date with? Yeah, on a date. All right, we'll go like. I really want to try this though. I really want to try this. I'm really excited for this one. Yeah, let's start this one. Okay. Yeah. Please wait warmly. Wait, it opened another window. Hold on. Let me make sure the sound is okay as well. That it's not gonna be blasting my screen. Current game. Let me look. Hey. Mieru? Can you see it? Why is it not showing up? Hello? Game? Do I have to use window capture? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me put it over here then. Oh, that's weird. Game capture doesn't work. Mama. Okay. English. Cute! Ami's happy dating game. I'm gonna try my best to VA. Oh my, that hurts. That's fucking loud, bro. That's loud. I put it on 3%. It's on 3%. It's already loud as shit. Okay, config. Need fast. Okay. Alright. We ready? Are we ready? Lord Commander Argentius walk. Oh, thank you for the 2-month memby. Thank you for staying here. You just turn it down in game, but I already turned it down. Oh, fine. There. I think that should be okay, right? That should be okay. All right. Ready? Let's go. Pete-chan, let's go on a date today. The one who spoke was a well-dressed girl who liked to dream big and call her partner a stupidly cute nickname like Pete-chan. Her name was Ame, and she was my girlfriend. I see. Delusional right off the bat. Is that Hime in game? I like to think I'm worse. Do you guys think I'm worse or is she worse? It's so over for him. Her black skirt fluttered around her thighs as she hovered excitedly, sort of like a fly buzzing over a pile of garbage. She made no attempt at hiding her desire for my attention. And it was so cute. She knew she was cute, better than anyone in fact. Every single one of her movements was exaggerated for the perfect effect, and it always worked. She was the star of her own show, running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. She knew she could get away with it too, because of how adorable she was. She wielded her own cuteness like a weapon that could get her anything she wanted. Although she had the childish charm to her, she had the cunning mind of a veteran tactician. Thanks for working so hard for me all the time. I know you fell asleep at your desk because you were up all night editing videos for me, so I kind of feel bad for waking you up, but... Ame fidgeted with her hair and looked at me apologetically. Her thick, glossy locks hung into pigtails and long fringe that covered half of her face. She could cry all she wanted from her hidden eye and no one would be none the wiser. It was an extra layer of protection, along with her over-the-top acting. That's my theory anyways. Legend has it that no one has ever seen the left half of Ame's face. Oh, so it's like Erina. Not even I'm privy to what's underneath her bangs. Alright, sleepyhead. I'm gonna go brush my teeth, do my skincare routine, and get changed. You better be ready for a date by the time I'm done! Scary that Ame almost looks like you. What do you mean? Are you scared? Are you scared? You got nothing to be scared of. Don't worry about it. She beamed at me, her smile warm and bright like the sun. She was so beautiful and adorable, like a little flower begging me to pick her. Oh wow, they literally just called her a pick-me. How could I ever say no to her? People say that every beautiful rose has its thorns, but I think it's a little different for Ame. Her arms were covered in thin scars that ran across them haphazardly. If she had thorns, then those thorns were hurting her too. But flowers don't do that, so what would she be instead? Alright, listen up. I forgot to put a trigger warning or like a content warning. Which I probably should do. Wait, let me, I need to do that first. I don't want to upset anyone.
That Ame almost looks like you.
Also, what the fuck is wrong with my TTS these days? Let me do a little scrolling to find the content warning real quick. Yeah, isn't this nostalgic? I miss this BGM, didn't you? Let's see. Da, Okay, ちょっと待ってね. The Menhira anthem, yeah? Let's see. Where is my stream? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna write a new one. Let me... Okay. Content warning. Dark themes. Depression. Self-harm. Psychological horror. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, there we go. Menhira ahead. Yeah, sorry. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, there we go. I knew there was something else missing. Okay. And I don't want to hear you complaining about this day being too short notice or whatever, okay? Love is unpredictable like that. Or don't you care about me enough to keep up? A single tear rolled down her cheek from her right eye. All traces of her earlier smile had disappeared as sadness pulled the corners of her lips downward. She wailed as she swung into a full-blown breakdown. Whoa, this early into the game? Okay, alright, woman. You don't even love me, do you? You just love me because you had the super chats I squeeze out from my nerd fans! That's called emotional abuse, you know? She sniffed and wiped the tears from her face. Her cheeks took on a pinkish tint as her eyes continued to leak and grow puffy. Rather than diminish her looks, however, it only served to make her already enormous eyes look even bigger. Of course, all of this was in Act 2. Ame had perfected the craft of crying on command and making it look really convincing. Fuck, she's just like me! Holy shit! I can cry on command too. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that? Well, shit. As a streamer, she needed precise control over her emotions, turning on whatever she wanted like a switch. To elicit certain reactions from her viewers, it was her job to cry and smile with purpose, or even get so riled up she could snap a keyboard in half. I was familiar with all this as someone who lived with her and cared for her in a romantic capacity. Just as I knew everything about Ame, I knew that this charade she was putting on was her way of showing her love towards me. I also knew that if I ever saw her crying real tears, it could only mean one thing: that things were over between us. But even though I knew this wasn't real, she was still crying, and no proper human being would leave a girl crying. I had to do something to soothe her. The tears being fake didn't change the fact that she was deeply stressed from streaming every night and desperately needed a break. Putting herself out there on MeTube and social media meant that all eyes were on her. She had worshippers that treated her like a goddess, people who made it their personal mission to poke fun at her, and others who saw her as a sounding board for their emotions. It was simple enough to understand how chaos would eat away at one's mental well-being, but only those who've been through the same thing could truly empathize. Maybe the money and attention really were as intoxicating as she made it out to be, but even so, could this hell truly be worth it to her? Fuck, man! I'm not projecting. I'm totally not projecting. John, welcome to you for the 4-month memby! Hime, what? Alright, now that we're going on this date, says me, let's decide on where to go. Choose wisely, cause it can make me love or hate you more. Did I also mention that it'll affect what ending you get? Well, now I have. Wow, meta already? If you ask me, Ame was stuck. She had real skill and talent. She was a smart girl. Every night, she would don her silly costume as the Internet Angel and stream under the name 𝐒𝐚𥥥 𝐦𝐞𝐲. Just 𝐾Angel from now on, because saying the full thing every time is way too much effort. Her streams gathered hundreds of thousands of nerds from all across cyberspace every night. All of the respect, lust, jealousy, hate, love, and boredom that congregated were compiled into a neat little metric known as the viewer count. Then, that number would determine how much money she would see for her efforts. It didn't matter what intentions her viewers went into the streams with. The important thing was that they became another number for the pile of numbers that ended up as cash in her bank account. Whoa. Relax. I'm glad they made an autobiography of me. You know, when I first played Needy Streamer Overload, I was like... I feel like this girl is, like... I want to live as her, because if I lived as her and did what she did, then it was like basically I could act out without any consequences. I could, like, you know, do whatever I want, fuck up and fuck myself over, or like overdose on my meds, and there would be no consequences. I'd be like, wouldn't that be nice? To just don't you just want to go ape shit sometimes? Don't you just wanna go ape fucking shit sometimes? Yeah, well, real life doesn't work that way. I do that now. I don't. Like, unironically, I'm like pretty composed. I'm holding back a lot. And if I really wanted to act out, I could. And you guys would feel it. You guys would be able to feel the difference. But I'm normal. I'm so normal. Are you okay, Hime? Yeah, I'm fine. And boy, did she have a lot of those numbers. Not to toot my own horn, but I had a very big hand in keeping those figures up. Ame was hugely dependent on me during her daily life, and most of the logistics of her streams were handled by me too. That's enough about that. The undeniable thing was, her overwhelming charm was what made her career possible. Stats drove people crazy. Those numbers pushed them to the brink. At some point, Ame must have wondered whether I loved her for who she was or for the numbers she produced. Wow! Don't I tell myself that every single fucking day, huh? Just ask my managers, ask Nikki, ask Aiko. We started off as two broke asses who found comfort in each other. Without any money in the equation, I think what we had was genuine love for one another. Now, neither of us could be so sure anymore. On the other hand, it was possible that we were now too close for either of us to unstick ourselves. No matter how hard she tried to ignore it, there would always be one persistent worry at the back of her mind. Maybe I can't be satisfied with my partner anymore. The image of us splitting could be looping in her head. It was something the two of us had to overcome together, though. What does being in a relationship mean? You wouldn't know. Can we take these steps into the future together, hand in hand? These were the questions we had to face. Sorry. Okay, I'll stop. Because, you know, chat reflects streamer, right? Neutral face emote. Robert Downey Jr. shrug gif. Ami was a middle school dropout who had a terrible personality and could do stupid things sometimes, but she was always thinking about things much more than the average person. If her head was really as empty as people like to say, she would have never made it so big as a streamer. True! That is true. You know, as much as people like to call, like, VTubers, like, you know, pawn or, like, airheaded or like IRE. Like, as pawn as you think she might be, you know, we really do think a lot about the things that we do and things like that, so... yeah. She was the kind of person who would rather be direct and spring a surprise date on her partner than try some elaborate scheme to bait me into one. There was a hope that the element of surprise would bring back the butterflies we both felt when we started dating too. From a practical angle, it was also a good way to assess how one's partner would deal with an unexpected and potentially stressful situation. I mean, we'd all want someone who can handle both well, right? Plus, I'm not really one to talk. I chose this after all. Yeah? You guys chose this? Oh my god, wait, so we're actually going? His eyes sparkle like 1,000 diamonds. I didn't care if this was an act or not. I wanted to believe that under her long bangs, her left eye was also shining like the brightest star in the sky. Yay! I'm so excited! Whatever happens to us in the future, I just want us to be happy. Okay, let's pick a place to have our date. P-chan, I'll go wherever you go. Unless it's jail, then no. Alright, where do we go? Shit! Wait, can I save? How do I save? Okay, I will save here first, just in case. Hospital? No jail option. I think maybe we can go in order. We'll go in order. We could go arcade first and then Nakano Bra. I don't think it's gonna be too long, right? The hospital. We can go in order, so let's go to the arcade first. Why is there a hospital? Clearly we need to... Oh, cute! Wait, that outfit is so cute! kawaii! これめっちゃ可愛いじゃん! Okay, wait, hold on. I might wanna up the volume a little bit here. Wait. Let me... Goth GF. Yeah. Okay. Taking your girlfriend to the local arcade is like the IRL equivalent of taking a girl into dating sim, trawling for secondhand PC parts, and then tanking your infection meter. But it's a bold choice. Nice one, Pizza. We're already not normal, so why pretend to be? Chilling at an arcade together is peak. You guys think this voice suits Ame? What kind of voice should I do for her? What kind of voice would suit? Oh, hi Flay! Hello! Hi Flay and hi Tavi! Hi Octavia! Welcome! Hey, check this out. Check this out, bro. Yo, check this game out. Check this out. Look at her outfits. Look at her outfit, dude. And hi, Runes! Hello, Lucky Runes! My name is Himemiya from Face Connect Gen 2 Face Alias, and today I am playing Needy Streamer Overload, the Petite Game Collection Volume 1. Please be advised that there are dark themes, and this game is a psychological horror spin-off, so please be warned. View at your own discretion. Yeah. But yeah, Men Hair game, let's go! Hello, Runes. Hello, Lucky Runes. And Pop Pits. You guys got Pop Pits, right? I think. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, I was thinking, like, what voice should I do for Ame? I'm not too sure. Maybe like this. Octopossy? Oh, Octopossy! Right. Valley Girl. Chilling at an arcade together is like so peak. Normal human voice? No, but that's me! Little German boy trapped in a weed cave. That's oddly specific. But yeah. How about this? I'm ready to get my game on! I knew it was a bit of a gamble, but good thing Her Highness... Oh, Her Highness. Finally, somebody referring to me as my proper title. Your Highness Himemiya Rie. Ready to serve me? We got to the giant coin pushing games and their bright lights, mused about how old school games were like those crocodile smashing ones, were probably the gateway, and enjoyed everything the arcade had on offer. It was a wholesome establishment perfect for families, which meant that there were none of the usual nerds there, just a quiet corner of town with nothing weird going on. What is this? Oh my god, this is a cave full of blood smoking! What is this? Kinda feels like we're teenagers who just started dating. Let's do my voice. Oh god. I think she would have like a higher pitched voice, don't you think? Kinda feels like we're teenagers who just started dating. For two youngsters who wanted to go somewhere fun, but A, didn't have that much money, and B, had half the city blocked off to them as minors, game arcades were the ideal date spot. Much fun could be had for a few hundred yen, and photos just hit different, even though all of us had smartphones and a million photo apps now. Plus, this really big and fancy arcade sometimes had bowling alleys or pool tables in case anyone wanted to flex for their girl. Youth. Not that I really know what that feels like, since no one at school would have ever dated me. I'd always come here alone to practice fighting games and Gunblam, and like so many guys would come up to me being like, "Oh, you want me to teach you? I could play co-op with you on Gunblam if you want." Like, ew, okay, nobody asked. Fighting games? Ame plays Fighter? Ame plays Fighter? Hop on Guilty Gear right now. Hello, you have a great stream. Hi, Tavy. Hello, Tavia. Give me a second. Damn, I wonder what fighting games she played. Maybe like Tekken or something. What fighting games do they have in arcades in Japan? I would assume like Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. Those are the games that like my family used to play when they were young. Like my family, especially like my uncle, my dad, my mom didn't play, but my uncle, so like my mom's brother used to play. That's she plays on their night and birth just. Guilty Gear. Do they have Guilty Gear in arcades? That's like what? Shit, what's it called? Fucking R plus like something core. I don't remember which one, but I think I did install that one. I didn't want to give it a try. Mama. You been playing it? I do. I'm planning to play it next week. But even though I hated how patronizing they were, not gonna lie, I still kind of liked the attention. Ame sat down at an old, worn-out cabinet and began fiddling with the joystick and buttons, perhaps recalling a combo that some guy taught her long ago. I couldn't really blame those nerds for approaching her the way they did, as annoying as it must have been. A beautiful girl in an arcade was like a fresh spring in the desert, especially for the people seeking refuge from their daily lives. It was only human of them to approach and call out to such beauty and wonder. Now that I think about it, those nerds are probably just really lonely, huh? Ame continued to tap and flick away, cycling through different combos. None of them had any effect on the game, of course, as no coins had been inserted. This bitch broke! The demo screen played on, oblivious to any input. I mean, if you wanted to just verse someone, you could easily do it online. They must have been really starved for human contact if they bothered to come all the way to an arcade in real life. Not wrong! But there's also, like, it's a different feeling, okay? It's the atmosphere of the arcade. You know, that kind of like musty carpet smell and like the sounds of like people like hitting buttons and like the chiptune music. And I guess it's different. It's different now, yeah. I mean, me personally, when I was young, I didn't really have like the same arcade experience because the arcades where I grew up, the arcades in Regalia were all mostly kids games. So like you have like the coin. It's kind of like the coin game that we played before. It's like games like that. They didn't really have like many of the like racing games or like not even Mario Kart sometimes, and like no fighting games or like the other stuff like that. Like those were in a different type of arcade, and those types of arcades were usually where like the gangs and triads hang out. So like my mom never let me go into those. Yeah, Love and Berry, dress up and dance. I fucking love that game. And card fight, like card games, like Animal Kaiser. I used to play that one a lot. But yeah. You get a sense of kinship fighting with other outcasts who'd also been rejected at school and work, you know? Just the both of you here in the darkness of the arcade, punching it out. I think this is how all fighting games should be played. Online, you wouldn't know who you're going against, just climbing the ranks mindlessly. But here, you can just peek around the corner and see your rival. Whatever, not that I care. Ame stood up suddenly and walked deeper into the bowels of the shop. Bowels? Oh my god, there's 𝐃_𝐤 merch in the claw machines! Go me! She wasn't alone anymore. There was no waiting for awkward nerds to hit on her as she sat alone in the cabinets. She had a partner and all the fans and followers in the world filling the emptiness in her heart. I don't think we're really the kind of people to blow all our money on claw machines or verse each other on racing games like the other screeching couples, though. I wish they had a merry-go-round here. Let's go home. But I had fun. I think this will become one of those days that will come back to me once in a while when I see something random. We left the bright lights and loud noises of the arcade behind us. If we ever wanted a game, we could just hop on our phones and find someone to play with. Animal Kaiser. You guys know Animal Kaiser? Well, Deka. Is it? Wait, is this volume okay, or should I lower it a bit more? I can lower it a bit more. I think here should be fine. Volume is fine. Okay. I think around here should be fine. But Animal Kaiser isn't that old, right? I used to play it so much with my brother. We had like a whole photo book of like all the cards. It's fun. I miss those days. Okay. Hello, cuties! It's 𝐃𝐨𝐧𝐬, the arcade angel! What did you all get up to today? I went to an arcade. It wasn't huge or famous or anything, but I passed by it when I was on my walk and just decided to go in by myself. Ha! Ha! By yourself? Oh, you filthy fucking liar! By yourself, huh? Huh? And guess what, guys? I saw a claw machine with my merch in it! It was really exciting. I saw some schoolgirls in there talking about how cute they were and how much they wanted some. I was so happy I almost stepped in to catch some for them myself. Oh man, arcade-goer demographics have changed so much. It was such a nice arcade, but there wasn't a single nerd in sight. I bet it's because you guys are all cooped up at home gaming instead of going outside to play games. Who else will fill the dark, dingy corners of the arcade if not for you all? Who else is gonna stand around with their arms folded like Bison and backseat game the whole time, then go out for ramen together with the other randos whose real names you don't even know? You guys gotta start pretending like you're in 𝐒𝐚𝐤's manga and go and do this. I'm begging you. Like, that sounds like so much fun. I almost wish I could do it too. I guess nowadays pro gamers are celebrated so much that they've lost their gloomy, nerdy reputation. But you know, it's kind of sad that they have to act all professional and stuff now that big money's on the line. I mean, people usually become gamers because they'd rather not deal with the real world, and they go to the arcade to meet their little group of nerds who feel the same way, right? It wasn't much, but it was their slice of joy. And now they have to deal with the real world because they play games. Plus, I bet there's a whole bunch of people who would love nothing more than to play games with others, but are forced to stay in the dark because they can't or don't want to act all hype for the big companies and stuff. Anyway, that's just my thought of the day from my visit to the arcade. If I'm talking shit, then just ignore me. If you haven't gone outside in a while, then do it! Go play a game with someone you can see face to face. But shower first, okay? Promise me you will. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Bless! まあ、確かにね。それも確かにね。Go to arcades, viewers. You may be able to PvP me in real life. Yeah, come fight me in real life. Is this Hime's long lost sister? No, it's one of my many manifestations. I had so much fun yesterday. Where will you take me next? Surprise me. Oh, okay. So we don't have to keep going. So I can just save. All right. Or unless, like, is there like a specific, what's it called? An order? I wonder if there's like an order for it. You mean the 𝐾𝐸? I'm not talking about my kin list. I'm not revealing my kin list. Leave me alone. You're gonna have to move heaven and hell for me to reveal the kin list. Okay? No. I'll drop it. I'll drop kins like bit by bit. Like yesterday, I dropped that I was Sonia kin. Sonia from Danganronpa. But she's not the only one I kin. I think actually, Mama. I'm trying to think. I don't think I kinned anybody from the first game. But drop the kin list play on that. That's because he has no shame, okay? I'm different. If we can't get your kin list, can we at least get your rice purity test results? Oh, come on, who gives a shit about that, man? Like, rice purity, isn't it outdated anyways? And like, I don't know, I don't really like talking about that stuff, but if you're like 40, I don't even remember what kind of questions on there. Don't they ask like, have you ever been arrested? Have you ever skinny dipped or some shit like that? Okay, but yeah, anyways. Nakano Broadway. Let's go here. Are we going shopping? From Nakano Station, if you left through the north exit and walked to the end of the Nakano Sun Mall, you would find yourself face to face with a mixed residential and commercial building. Hey, this is Nakano Broadway, known for being the mecca for nerdy stuff. I love this place. Nice choice, Pizza. Akiba's practically baby shit compared to Nakano. It's time to get really freaky and geeky. True. Akiba is mid. Akiba, I'll say it right now. If you're going to Japan and you're looking for like nerd stuff, you're not gonna really find anything special in Akihabara. It's really like the hole-in-the-wall, tiny, dingy-ass little malls that you're gonna find shit at. Isn't Nakano where the Beals are? Yeah, they have like Tora no Ana or something, and a lot of doujin stores and stuff. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, because they know that's where tourists go. This is the kind of place that's best enjoyed once a month. We stepped inside, ready to be swept up by its holy corridors. Making it to Nakano Broadway could be, for people like us, a pilgrimage. Entering its hallowed halls made us devout believers of subcultures, regardless of whether or not the other visitors had that kind of mindset. By the way, if you didn't know, the ground floor, better known as the first floor, is used as a thoroughfare? What's a thoroughfare? But keep going north and you'll eventually end up at the Arayakuchi side. Arayakuchi side. There you will find nary a nerdy shop. Those who are unaware of the location status as a nerd hub would be none the wiser. Unlike Akihabara, where the nerdiness was spread throughout, it was only concentrated in one spot at Nakano. Fair to get through something. I still have no idea what that means. Pass through. Oh, pass through. Okay. Let's see. Wow, the first floor actually looks kind of normal. Except for the Jaimanda dake. Anyway, look, there's even some stairs that go down to a supermarket. JK, there's a shop selling gacha and Pachmon cards too. This place is nerdy as hell. Oh my god, a shop that's always having closing down sales to draw customers in. I thought they all died out in Akiba, but it looks like it's still got some of its kin here. It was crowded here on the first floor, but of course it was, as any thoroughfare would be. As such, this is where all the normie shops were. You'd only start seeing the really nerdy stuff from the second floor up. Also, if you plan on visiting the second floor, make sure you take the stairs. The lift will take you straight to the third floor, so watch out. I can't even imagine how many people have missed the second floor because they didn't know about this. With her expert knowledge, or maybe coincidental luck, Ame bounced out of it to the stairs and headed up without even giving the normie shop so much as a glance. Base. Oh my god, I remember these kinds of stores, like these like kind of like capsule stores. Like it's just like a small dingy mall full of like anime shit. I love these malls. Oh, look at all these trading cards and notebooks. And there's anime girl plastic, vinyl figures, doujinshis, and eroge. They really got everything here, huh? Damn, this game shop's got really good stuff. There's stacks of really rare retro games in this store, in the window. Holy shit, that's expensive. Oh, duh, they would be. Everyone who works here probably has all the good shit memorized. Damn. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to score some bargains like those local secondhand shops that just slight prices on whatever. Sad! Ame probably already knew that she'd have no luck, but held out hope anyway in case she could score something good for a stream. She was probably talking this much to practice for what she'd say tonight too. That's what I do! That's what I do. Whenever I go out with my brother or with my mom, I just keep yapping. I keep yapping to them and like because I was pretty quiet growing up, so it must have been like really jarring for them to see. But I had to practice talking to myself a lot in order to prep myself for like the streamer life, because you know, you gotta make sure there's no dead air. You have to be that's how you be a good streamer, you know? You just gotta keep talking, keep yapping. Yeah, makes sense. Truth be told, there were rarely any places left that would sell rare things for cheap, even out in the boonies. The shops that lasted this long were able to do so because they knew the highest prices they could sell their stock at. Plus, the places that tried to beat the competition by listing their items below market value would get their goods snapped up so quickly, you'd hardly have time to blink. Not to say that bargain hunting was impossible these days, because it wasn't, but you'd have to be incredibly lucky. Ooh, there's even cafes here! Maybe I should just retire and open a chill cafe here. Oops, don't tell anyone I said that, okay? Nakano Broadway was an old building with over 55 years of history. The call for its demolition could happen any day, so running a shop that needed a lot of time to build a customer base here, like a cafe, was a risky gamble. Thankfully, it was not enough to stop those who truly love these holy grounds. So true, bestie. The nerdiness is even stronger up here with all the Gumglam and Rider exclusive shops. You don't really see this even in Akiba. This place is basically nostalgia heaven for parents. I could see them buying toys here so they could live their glory days vicariously through their kids. But I guess the kids would be happy to be surrounded by so many books and toys. This is a weird place for sure, but maybe that's why a lot of families come here. This place has probably turned hundreds of kids into geeks who grow into robot and toku-loving adults. I love tokusatsu! I remember watching some of them on NHK when I was younger. The circle of life and all, huh? Being the central the central hub of Nakano wasn't the only reason this place saw a lot of families. There was also a huge park next door, where the light of Nakano gathered in the form of couples and families, creating a big yin and yang town. To any dark nerds who wish to avoid such light, visiting on a weekday would probably be your best bet. Tokusatsu, yeah. Oh, she's so cute! Look at this bookstore! They've got some really controversial stuff here. Opening a shop for fellow freaks would be pretty good too. I don't know what they have in there. Ame babbled on excitedly, pointing and gesturing in a frenzy. She got completely off the deep end, sucked in by the whirlpool of nerd shit. The higher floor just hits different. It really feels like the good old days are perfectly preserved here. Unlike the second floor, which you could easily reach after climbing one flight of stairs, and the third floor, which the elevator went straight to, the fourth floor was a special place that you could only reach if you wanted to. You couldn't just get there from some coincidence or mistake. It was special in another way too. It housed a chaotic concoction of vintage Showa era toys, manga, and magazines. There was even an arcade well known for still running a bunch of niche retro cabinets. Even from the first glance, you could immediately sense that the shops here were paradise for select portions of nerds. I wanna go here. Look, they've even got anime sales here. Oh, I love CCS. This is so cool. Hey. You ever think about how souls aren't sold as merch, so the ones on the market were sold by some animator who needed some pocket money? I mean, it's cool that anime nerds will get a chance to own a piece of the series they love, but it sort of gives me mixed feelings, you know? Bring us with you? I would if I could. I really wanna visit some place like this and just like get lost in the like flickering what's it called, like fluorescent lights. And just like endless hallways of shops that kind of end up like leading you in circles. You know, that kind of place. It's kind of like how if I saw someone selling something that I autographed for them, I'd be pretty annoyed. But on the other hand, they could be selling it because they're really strapped for cash and they wouldn't be selling it if they could help it. Also, it could be because their family members selling it for them because they passed away. If a collector passed, the family could either sell their things to a secondhand shop like Mandarake or shut them away in a closet somewhere. An outsider wouldn't be able to tell if it would be more respectful to sell their things or keep them. However, what they would know is that either option would be better than bagging them up and throwing them away. True. Have you guys ever thought about like what you would do if like say like you collect a lot of stuff like Figmas or like Gundams or like even like say like Funko Pops? What would you want to happen to your collections after you die? For me, I don't really collect anything like vicarious. Like I don't collect anything religiously. I just have a bunch of nerd stuff here and there, buried with me. Yeah, I already have a pact that my friend destroys my PC or I destroy him when one of us goes. Okay, we need to do that. If I knock on wood, if I die in a tragic accident I need one of you to hack into my PC and wipe it all, okay? I do not want people. I don't want people finding what kind of shit I have on here. Yeah, bet. And if one of you guys die, I will hire someone off the dark web to annihilate your computer. Okay? Alright? Yeah. We got each other, right? Okay, yeah. Dab me up. I found the stream where you showed your card kin list. That's outdated though. It's really outdated. I made a new one. I made a new kin card, like, I think a year ago, which is still pretty accurate, I think, to this day. But no way in hell no way in hell I'm showing you guys that. You mean I'm royal dab? Hey, dab me up. Soul's definitely worth soul for pocket money though. Oh well, it's not my business. I'm just gonna grab a digital cell and go home. Once she left the shop with her purchase, she nodded and headed for the stairs. It seemed that she'd had her fill of nerdiest for the day. Now that she spent her days surrounded by nerd shit, her streams would probably reflect that too. Or maybe they won't. One thing I was sure of though, if she showed this side of her more, she'd attract even more annoying fans. Sure, maybe there was some merit to taming them into 𝐾𝐨𝐧𝐬's fans, but was it really worth it when they had the emotional intelligence of a 5-year-old? I'm tired from walking around all day, so no stream tonight. I'm just gonna stare at my cell all night and then sleep. I'm never gonna tell my nerds I got one, otherwise they would all get on my ass about how to properly store and display it. The call out? The 2 terabyte homework folder. Oh no. I had so much fun yesterday. Where will you take me next? Surprise me! Alright. Time to get some therapy. Let me save in a new slot as well. Time to go get some therapy. Off to the mental hospital! Yippee! Meds? Wait, she's so pretty! Wait, that shirt is so pretty! I need her. Are you seriously taking me to the hospital for a date? You're lucky you have me because any other girl would have dumped your ass straight away! I mean, it's fine. I'm nearly out of meds anyway, so it's good timing. You planned to stay because of that, didn't you? You're always so on top of things. Thanks, Pizza. Today we were at the psych ward. You and me both, buddy. You and me both. We hunting down the Nick's face talents. Yeah. Ami often came here to pick up her various pills and prescriptions. She had SSRI, stronger stuff for a really bad day, sleeping pills, medicine that stopped her from suddenly recalling things that were too painful to remember. All sorts of things. If she ever ran out of those, she'd have to play the dangerous game of facing reality all on her own. Since Ami's pills were running low, I decided to bring her here before things got out of hand. Doesn't it seem counterintuitive to have a system where people who struggle with doing things on time all the time had to pick up their meds on time all the time? I know, right? I fucking know, dude! Me and my Topa having fun in a mental hospital. Like, my ADHD makes me bad enough at remembering things. You're telling me that in order to be able to remember things, I have to remember things? In order to be able to remember to take my meds, I have to remember to go refill my meds? Which, by the way, I should have done yesterday, but I blinked and the whole day went by. So I'm a little silly today. I'm a little silly right now. Yeah, no auto refill. No, because I have to go to the pharmacy and get it. I have to go out and, like, you know, make the effort of leaving the house. And why would I do that? Also, yesterday I was preoccupied by the sudden Danganronpa collab. So, yeah. You're saying my antidepressants can make me even more depressed? I feel like mine do sometimes. I'm on SNRIs and they bring me back to baseline sometimes. But like some other times, I feel like I'm just tweaking even more, you know? Hey, you ever think about the people you see in waiting rooms? I think the ones I see here are especially unique. This ward is up to many patients with tough cases, so the waiting room can be quite confronting too. Ah yes, let's see. Phase Connect Gen 4. Most of them weren't that out of the ordinary, though. Like the old folks playing the Game Boys, even though it was released way past their time. Those who wandered back and forth in the corridors like NPCs, and kids who clung to their mothers, unmoving and unspeaking. As different as they were, there was one thing that they all had in common. That they were all living with unthinkable traumas that regular mentally healthy folk couldn't even begin to imagine. Sakuna lurking, yeah. You just see like a fishman peeking from around the corner. I've been telling you, my ideas keep getting stolen every day by famous mangakas. I'm the one who originally invented the dark fantasy genre. I've already told you this before. There was a man, middle-aged perhaps, in a room somewhere, shouting, probably arguing with his doctor. It was to be expected in this ward, and all the staff seemed used to it. Anyone who wanted to work here would no doubt have to be able to take these kinds of outbursts calmly without affirming or denying them. The man raged on, still inflamed by the plagiarism he was convinced was happening. It's happening all the time on that website, 𝐒𝐨𝐧𝐚𝐥 𝐌𝐞𝐽𝐤, that everyone can post their light novels to. They're all reading my stories there and ripping me off, even the ones that get anime adaptations, except their MCs are all shit and bland. His shouting went on for a good while. I just stared at the door it seemed to be coming from, her face peaceful and composed. Everyone here is fighting their own battles the best way they can. It's tough when your worst enemies and best friends both come from the inside of your own head. True, but also foreshadowing much. I know what that feels like. There was a time where it felt like I had insects buzzing around in my head all day long. They would fly all around and screech and cause me all sorts of grief. I probably screamed like that man too, just to stop hearing them for even a second. I fought that battle alone too, just like he probably is. I watched intrigue as Ama's face grew solemn. It was a rare sight to behold. I laid my hand on top of hers and laced our fingers together. Hand-holding? Before marriage? If someone cut the two of us out of context right now, we'd be just like any other couple, enjoying each other's company side by side. However, we weren't like any other couple. We're not like the other guys. We're not like the other girls, you know. I mean, how many others out there would spend their day at a psych ward? It didn't matter to me, though, or Ame. We were both perfectly fine with spending our time here. For people who have to tough it out alone, they must really hate me for having someone like you with me. Maybe they'd even curse me for being blessed with such an adorable face too. I wouldn't blame them if they hated me for building a name for myself and earning money through my streams by using my outcast energy to attract fans and sympathy. I must be something like a class traitor to them. If they were pointing behind my back and saying that I was faking it all for clout, I wouldn't blame it at all. I certainly feel like it on most days, but who would I be if I didn't turn my mental illness into a business? I'd just be a stupid middle school dropout. I have my good looks too, but they can only get me so far in this cruel world. I only got so big as 𝐃𝐨𝐴ngel because of my hard work, and I won't let anyone talk down to me about all the time and effort I've invested. Damn, that goes hard. I feel like I get that too. Like, the problem with me is that I go through it a lot, and I'm stupid and I'm dumb, but I'm also painfully self-aware. So I'm watching myself do stupid things and self-sabotage and make bad decisions, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. All I can do is watch. It's like watching an episode of Mr. Bean. Like, it's just the secondhand embarrassment gets to you, you know? And like, to other people, especially like my mom has told me this sometimes, like she's like accused me of faking it or like just lashing out for attention. And to some extent I feel like it too. Like I feel like sometimes whether it's intentional or not, I play up like my going through it moments. But I think the fact that I'm feeling that way in the first place is probably a good indication that like I'm not normal. Okay, sorry for the random tangents. I don't know. I need to stop projecting, man. I need to stop fucking projecting. This fucking game, bro. Whatever. That's all fluff anyway. Having a partner like you who would keep tabs on my meds and take me to get more when I'm nearly out automatically makes me more privileged than half the people here on Earth. I wouldn't have the right to even look at the man behind the door in the eye. Emmett chuckled softly, resigned. Her face grew dark as she fell silent, gripping my hand back. it's 𝐃_𝐤, your totally normal internet angel who has a supernormal brain! What did y'all get up to today? I went to the upstairs doctor for the first time in a while today. Aren't I so good? Oh, it's really nothing special. We should normalize getting professional help when we need it. Anyways, I took my meds earlier, so if I seem a bit out of it, that's why. If I say something weird, no I didn't. But if I did, just give me a gentle poke in the comments. The place I go to is really pretty well known, actually. I looked at my symptoms and just picked a doctor that seemed like they would get it, so whenever I go, I see a lot of people like myself there. The surprising thing is, if you look up the hospital's reviews, they're actually, like, super bad. They're all like, the doctors never take me seriously, they're all quacks! Well, I guess all online reviews are kind of like that. But, you know, the people writing them probably weren't in the best state of mind, and yet they continue to go to that hospital. So, when you think about it, wouldn't all those low reviews actually mean the place is good then? I know it's good for me because the staff there listen to me and make me feel okay. My point is, the reviews are so bad because the patients feel like they can express themselves however they like, which is actually a good thing, you know? The world can be such a the world can be such a tricky place, huh? Anyway, if any of you are going through it right now, I hope you can find a professional that you vibe with. But before that, get yourself something warm to drink and bury yourself in your comfy bed and get a good night's sleep. I'm gonna send you all to bed now, so get ready! Good night now, my little nerds. Bless! I had so much fun yesterday. Where will you take me next? Alright. Let me, once again, save. And then, let's go urban exploration. Cute girl? What, her or me? Her or me? To the asylum? We already went to the asylum. Okay, let's go urban exploration now. Yes, true. That's the correct answer. Good on you. Good on you. When you said you were taking me to do some urban exploration, I thought you were just gonna take me to a generic old part of town swarmed by insta-girlies, and I was so ready to beat your ass, but... This abandoned school is pretty sweet! Nice one, Peach-chan! I thought I was gonna die from having to climb up this mountain after getting train sick from that super long ride, but it was so worth it! We stepped inside the abandoned school and breathed in its musty air, kicking up dust as we went. Oh no, I know where this is going. I don't know, they're gonna get haunted or some shit. This is some fucking, like found footage horror game. Entering this wooden building tucked away in the mountains was like traveling back in time. The village it had been part of was long deserted, and the whole place felt like a ghost town. It was a small slice of a world unknown, the shell of dreams that once were, lives that were being lived once upon a time. The chairs and tables were already rotting, perhaps still waiting for students to come back and learn with them again. Little did they know, however, that their fate was to be forgotten and eventually destroyed. Amma seemed to be enjoying this desolate atmosphere. I hated school, so it feels good to see one in such a sorry state. Well, at least she likes it, even if her reasons were a little unconventional. Something nostalgia. This place must have molded so many kids in the cogs with a grey machine of wage cuckery. It's only fair that it would go down like this then. Oof, harsh. However, one could argue that being anti-establishment was a core part of what made a streamer a streamer. Someone like her who sought refuge on the internet away from the educational system and society that rejected her, stood for everything these institutes tried to quash through shoving their students into small boxes that taught them how to socialize and confirm. まあ確かにね、それ I guess that's true. I guess that's true, innit? Yeah, innit. So we do live in a society. I will say, I don't think I could ever work a wagey job. I could never work an office job. I think I'd rather kill myself. I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, for those of you that can, I commend you. You guys are strong. I think my inclinations lie elsewhere. Like, I guess there's probably, for every person out there, there's one thing that they're most inclined to doing. And I think for me, it's performing. Like, I could imagine myself not, like, how do I say this? If I wasn't streaming right now, I feel like I'd either be dead or like in a really depressive rut. 'Cause Streaming is really a lot of people's outlet to express themselves, and even if it's just playing a character or if they put like their entire personality into it, it's still something different from having to mask all the time. If you overdosed on meds, true. You would die from lack of attention if she worked an office job. Yeah, like what am I gonna do? Like, I want people to love me, and God knows my coworkers probably aren't gonna fucking do that. I've heard about like the office politics people get into. But yeah. You know, a video about a Tron middle school dropout exploring a bandit school would actually be the perfect video. I put on my best horror stream screaming, and the views will roll in like an avalanche. Nah, bit cringe. TBH. Plus, this is supposed to be a date for just the two of us. It'll be our little secret. And it's not like I brought my 𝐾𝐨𝐬𝐚 off anyway, lol. I'm gonna start taking full advantage of the fact that the building was abandoned by running around and kicking everything she could get her hands, or rather feet on. Me! I want to go around and kick stuff sometimes. At one point, she kicked the wall so hard her foot got stuck in the resulting hole, but all in all, she seemed to have a great time absolutely wrecking the symbol of her childhood pain. I wish I'd done this to the school I went to. I should have torn it to pieces and razed the whole thing to the ground. I wish I made everyone who bullied get down on their knees and apologize. No, that's not enough. I should have made them jump out the window. Not too high up so they die, but just enough so that they break their bones. I was in hell. I hated them so much. I wanted so badly to climb on the spider's thread, if only to look down on them. And I swore to myself that I'd become someone they'd be mad jealous of. I think I did in a way. Look at where they got gluing themselves through this, and look at where I am now, more rich and famous than any of them could ever be. Plus, I have a wonderful and loving partner too. But it's not like they know me when they look at... It's not like they know it's me when they look at 𝐾𝐨𝐴𝐚. So much for throwing them into the pits of despair and jealousy. They just go about their little lives and they probably don't even remember that they even went to school with me. I'm gonna start to kick harder. I just want to hear them say, my deepest apologies. I never knew you had such enormous talent to become the emotional support from millions of people all around the world. She picked up the chair and hurled it at the blackboard hanging precariously at the front of the room. It made contact with a heavy thud and a large crack appeared on the dark green surface. I'll stop there for today. Consider yourself lucky. She slowly paced as she wiped the sweat from her brow, happily murmuring, because I'm so kind and generous, I'm practically a bodhisattva, to herself. Once the adrenaline had worn off, she grew bored of the abandoned school and wanted to go home. By the time we headed out, it was already dusk, the time when students would usually be heading back to the comfort of their homes after a day of boring classes. Wow, okay, Alright, I'll voice this and then we'll talk about it. Hey cuties, it's 𝐾𝐴𝐚, the middle school dropout angel! You must all be wondering what I did today. Well, keep wondering cause I'm not gonna tell ya. Us angels have a lot of secrets we need to keep from you humans, and if you're getting ready to accuse me of having a boyfriend, stop right there! I have no need for one because I'm devoted to being your angel. So don't worry and just keep standing me. If you really want to know what I did today, then let's see some red in the chat. Hey, don't actually do that! That's a whole 10,000 yen! But, I do love those zeros. Thank you guys so much! Man, I love being with you guys on stream here. I have so much fun, and I really mean that. And I'm not just saying that because you guys give me money, okay? It's just one of those nights, you know? And you guys have it so tough out there. That's why you're all here watching some girl on the internet, right? I really feel for you guys. I can't ever hope to truly understand what you're all going through, and it might not be my place to say, but let's all do our best. Let's all promise to do our best to get through our days, okay? That's all I wanted to say. Anyways, I'm going to bed. I hope you guys can get through another day of being wage cuts and study betas with a smile. Bless! Not the dono baiting. Not the dono baiting. Oh my god, guys, no! Stop super chatting! Stop super chatting me! No, save your money for yourself. Don't super chat me! It's not like I need the money or anything. Save it for yourself or save it to spend with your girlfriend that you clearly are cheating on with me. Oh my god, no! Don't give me money! Yeah, I'm like so not worth it, guys. I'm just so not worth it. Now I'm gonna tell me twice. I will say though, sometimes I think about don't tell me what to do. Oh my god! Bob, stop! No, stop it! That's so many that's a lot of money. That's a lot of zeros. Stop it, you! But thank you for the super chat. Oh god, I can't do this. I do kind of get what she means though, like with the whole school thing. Like, I think a good portion of us experienced at least some kind of bullying growing up, or like some kind of harassment. And, you know, I was no exception. I was a good kid. I don't know why I got bullied, okay? It's not like I was like, you know, talking about warriors cats to like the popular kids and then like stuff like that. I remember there's this one girl that I used to be friend with. Let's call her A-chan. Let's call her A-chan. So Miss A, she was my best friend in year 4. So that's 3rd grade for you guys. Even like, thank you. That's 3rd grade, not Jessica. No. That's 3rd grade, and we were like inseparable for the entire year 4 because we were in the same class and we went on the same bus and we lived really close to each other's places. So we would go to each other's places all the time. And after the summer holiday of year 4, she started hanging out with this other girl instead. We'll call her B-chan for bitch. We'll call her bitch-chan. Yeah, well, she started hanging out with B, and at first I thought it was like, you know, we would all hang out together, but it turns out B hated my guts for some reason. Like, she thought I was like lame as shit, and then she would go out of her way to like insist that during recess that we play like only games with that include 2 players, or like talk about subjects that only they would know about, and like just essentially like forcing me out of the friendship, right? And I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I'll cut my losses. You know, they're mean to me anyways. Cyber Knight, thank you.
Where I start simping?
Oh, Cyber Knight. Oh no, you didn't have to do that. Whoa, you didn't have to do that. Yeah, and so like usually I didn't like spending time on the playground anyways, but I did it for A because like she liked playing on the playground. She liked doing gymnastics. So I started doing gymnastics and I joined the gymnastics club with her, and we started like doing cartwheels in the playground. Cuz normally I would be in the library or something. So I started like just going back to the library and hanging out on my own, you know. And love's not welcome for you, Vito, and taking you attacks.
Beans and rice for a month.
Beans and rice? Oh, was that your last $1? I'm sorry. Oh, it's okay if you starve because I'll feed you. I'll feed you with my love. Ooh. But yeah, even after I stopped hanging out with A and like I just left them alone, B made it her personal mission to like make my life miserable. Like, she would come find me in the library and drag me to the playground and make me watch as like she played like she did like gymnastics with A, and like she made me like be the like if we were like doing some sort of like stupid role play, she would like make me be the villain or like the ugly grandpa or something. I think like we were like role playing like Wizards of Waverly Place. And then you know that one show from Disney Channel, Wizards of Waverly Place? And then she would be Alexa, I forgot. She would be like the person Selena Gomez plays, and then she'd be the one doing magic and stuff, and yeah. Like, go roleplay. Yeah, everyone wanna be Selena. Yeah. And then like she started, I remember this one thing she did. She made a video, like back then, you know, like old YouTube. kids would like post videos all the time on there. It's stupid. She made a video about her and her friend, like, and basically just like talking about this made-up character called Genevieve, who was obviously supposed to be me, and they were talking about Genevieve, and with like, this is kind of fucked up, but they were like make up scenarios where Genevieve would die in like horrible accidents. and then they would like upload those to like their YouTube. Yeah, it was fucked up. I don't even know why she hated me so much. Like, you hate me? You want to kiss me so bad, it makes you look stupid. Yeah, she'd be like, okay, today with Tales on Genevieve, we're gonna be talking about how Genevieve fell into an active volcano. Kids are cruel, yeah, and like I didn't do anything about it because I was kind of, you know, just I think I was just like, you know, it's not worth the trouble. I'm just gonna keep reading my geology books and like looking at the shiny jewels. You turned out pretty normal, all things considered. I don't know about that one. And then like I think the worst part was when she got like the guys in the class to start going along with it. And then they would start like, you know, like shoving me around and like making me do like stupid things like I don't remember much. They would make me like act like a animal or whatever. And then it got to the point where I think I climbed to the top of the monkey bars or like the jungle gym at the playground, and like I refused to come down for like 2 hours. I refused to leave the top of that place for 2 hours, and they had to like get the teacher to bring a ladder and come up and get me. But like every time they came close, I would just move to a different part of the jungle gym. Okay, I'm sorry about the tangents. I shouldn't be talking about this too much, but it's just something that I remembered. One of my only memories. One of my only memories from junior school. I don't remember much of my childhood, but the things that I do remember were all either really weird or like really fucked up. So, anyways, where are we going today? Let's go to the bitch. What happened to 𝐸-chan? Oh, I think they were still friends up until the end of primary school, so like year 6, and then they went to different schools. I think the bitch fucking left for another school, and 𝐸-chan went to another class, and yeah, whatever. Anyways, did you read the Genevieve fanfic for Wizards? I mean, like, I don't remember much of it. This is just like all coming back to me in the moment, but yeah. Anyways, the beach when it's cold. When it's cold? Genius idea, P-chan. No, I mean, like, for real, like, unironically, it's so quiet because there's no one else around, and it's not like I would have went in the water anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's cold. Good choice. I smiled. She seemed happy enough with my choice. Yeah, thank you.
Well, they don't know Hime is now popular online and earning stacks.
Okay, I wouldn't say I'm popular. I'm just here. I'm a VTuber now. I am a VTuber now, and I'm making my way downtown. Feet on screen. Hey, yo, wait, you're right. Those grippers. Those grippers. We stared out into the great big ocean, the mother of all life. As humans, I think we're all made to feel something inexplicable when we come face to face with large bodies of water, including 𝐸, the contrarian streamer who spends most of her time shut in her room. Any other person would have wished for a bright, sunny day, but not 𝐸 or me. The sky was gray and gloomy, the perfect kind of weather to get the moody teenager inside going, and totally perfect for us. You ever look at the ocean and start thinking about offing yourself? Not like because you want to die, but more like if you dove straight in and kept going, merciless Mother Nature would eventually take you too into her embrace, and then your life too. The scariest thing about nature would probably be the fact that it had no feelings. No matter how much you screamed or begged, the oceans or wilderness would never relent. Fuck, shit. I missed. I misclicked. Even if you have no real desire to die, you just sometimes end up in a situation or place where you think about how easy it would be to die if you just made a few special moves. Like, kind of how like that author Natsuhiro Kyogoku, I think, talks about being overcome by like an evil spirit. Wait, who is that? Is that like a manga author or like an actual like literature guy? I don't know. That's true. Like, if you think about like, you know, like predestination and philosophy, the fact that like everything in your life is the culmination of a million of small, insignificant choices that lead to this moment in time. If you think about that, that's kind of crazy, you know? Who knows how many of our inexplicable actions, like murder and suicide, could be attributed to nefarious entities entering our minds? And it wouldn't be restricted to just big, serious things like those either. Maybe it controlled even the little things in our lives, the trivial actions we couldn't otherwise explain. Yes, if you're gonna be put on trial, just go and tell them the voices made me do it. Only if you think humans actually have free will. Do you guys think we have free will? Or do you think we're just living out the path that God carved? Or who knows, some, like, maybe just the path that fate has carved out for us? Hey, you know how 𝐒𝐨𝐬𝐚𝐥 committed suicide with his girlfriend by drowning in a river? I wonder if they really did that with the intention to die. I got curious about him one day and did some research, and I found out that he made a lot of suicide attempts throughout his life. A lot of them were with the woman he was seeing at the time, and one even ended in a woman's death. I'm not even gonna comment on how messed up that is, because he's long dead anyway. The Suicide Pact! Going to drown with your lover just seems like such a spur-of-the-moment passion thing, or a last resort attempt to reconcile with whatever weakness you perceive to have in your mind. I saw an interview with someone that I knew where they said he would show them rope and say he was serious about killing himself, and they felt trouble because they felt that no matter how they tried to help Dazai, he wouldn't accept it. I feel like that is true for some people. Like, no matter how much love and support you're willing to give them, if they're not ready to accept it and they're not ready to, you know, take that step, then it won't matter how much you love them or how much you want to help them, because it's not gonna register. Also, Skull, welcome! Welcome to Himebito! Thank you! Can't help those who don't want help, yeah. It's kind of like when people go on social media and say they're going to kill themselves in a desperate bid for care. These kinds of things can get really dangerous and snowball the more you do it, though. Anyway, that's what I think about every time I come to this beach. The ocean breeze picked up and ruffled Ami's skirts. Oh, underskirt? Let me get an underskirt shot. Something in my chest ached, a prick resembling a wound made by a pointed instrument. As my mind took a snapshot of the girl in the waves, I became gravely aware of the fact that I had a heart capable of doing so. Hey, Picha? What if I asked you to walk into the ocean with me right now? Which one would be true love? Accepting without any protests, or trying to convince me to stay and live? Don't think too hard over it. I wasn't being serious. I have an important life mission that no evil spirit could take away from me right now. Okay, let's go home now. It's dark and my poor little nerds need me. Ami turned and left her innermost thoughts behind with the moonlit water and lapping waves. What do you guys think? Do you think accepting is like respecting her wishes and following through with it would prove that you love her more, or refusing and convincing her to stay? Tough one, right? It's also like you have to see if she's actually being serious or if she's just trying to test you. It's a shit test, yeah. Hey cuties, it's 𝐾𝐸, or should I say 𝐽_, because I'm a jellyfish today. Oh my god, it's Leah! It's Leah! I went to the beach earlier today and I saw the ocean, so I'm not afraid anymore. I didn't go in because it was too cold, but it's not like I would have gone in with it if it were hot anyway. I'll leave that kind of stuff to you humans. Or maybe I could leave cyberspace so we can go see the ocean together? If you guys did go to the beach though, I bet you'd also be glued to your phones. Unless you're swimming, but you guys won't. You'd all be taking photos and editing them to hashtag no filter for your Instars, you addicts. Maybe a bathhouse or sauna would be better then, since you won't be able to bring your phones in. You'd just be forced to forget the chaos and the intimate and just focus on relaxing in the baths and hot steam. Wait, is that why saunas are getting so popular these days? Because people just want to forget about the internet for a little while? Anyways, it's time for all you nerds to put your phones away and go to bed. Forget about all the idiots online and get some damn rest. Promise me you'll do that. Good night, you guys. Bless. Oh god. I had so much fun yesterday. Where will you take me next? Okay, I think this is the last one. Childhood home. I remember there was a dates option where we could go to Ami's childhood home. And it was nice. We got to see pictures of her as a kid. So, let's do that. How do you vocalize emoji like this? Bless! Let's go visit home. If you do that one first, it's a different ending. That's why I saved there. Ka-dunk, ka-dunk. The train clanked on as it carried the two lone passengers forward, towards Ami's childhood home. She very rarely spoke about her family and never even explained where their house was exactly. However, despite that, Mii-chan still suggested they visit. Regardless of whether heaven or hell was waiting for them, it was a life partner's duty to follow their other half into it. Heaven or hell! Mankind knew they could not change the... I was scared of being happy. I mean, look at me. Oh, fuck, shit, no, go back! Go back! Ah! I accidentally pressed the keyboard, no! Okay. It comes back every time 𝐾_ANGEL gets more followers and pure fans who genuinely like her. I keep thinking that karma will get me for it one day, and whenever I go to bed, I can't help but think that I'm gonna wake up to a flame war and everything will come crashing down. Emma sometimes woke up in the middle of the night screaming, perhaps escaping from a punishment worse than death that her mind had conjured up. The better her life was during her waking hours, the worse her nightmares would become. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head, bro. What the fuck? 2 days ago, actually, I woke up screaming, and then immediately, this is at like 3 AM, immediately my mom started yelling at me. And you know, just being, you know, mom being mom. You don't, if only you knew how bad it gets. Yeah. Not even the thought of being on a date could chase away those fears. But even with it hanging over my head, I had fun. It helped pull me out of the claws of my own mind for a little while. I started to think that maybe I could even be allowed to be happy. That thought is getting a little stronger. Ka-dunk, ka-dunk. The train clanked on as it continued to carry the two lone passengers forward. Watching the sunset on an empty beach, enjoying our youth at an arcade at night, fighting against my inner demons at the hospital, nerding out as a couple together at a shopping center with retro vibes, reminiscing about childhood at an abandoned school building. You know, to be honest, I thought it was all kind of stupid. 'Cause, like, it's all kind of pointless, you know? Well, I guess it does give me content for my streams at least. I was both Pii-chan's girlfriend and an angel devoted to the hundreds and thousands of nerds waiting on the other side of the screen. She was prepared to turn any situation and experience into content, but on the flip side, this meant that wherever she went and whatever she did, there would be countless shadows just waiting around the corner. The stress of having to constantly switch between just a regular girl and one of the most popular streamers ever was immeasurable. The more it built up, the more it fed into the air of unease that hung over her. Her world was always covered in a shroud of some indescribable anxiety. She hid half her face with her hair so she wouldn't have to look straight at that uncomfortable something. It was a sad path to take, but she chose to walk into those thorns. And despite everything, the train continued to run, never able to speak a single word. Whatever thoughts simmered away in Name's head, the mechanical clanking and rattling erased it all. But, you know, the only choice I have is to accept happiness. The train slowed to a complete halt as it arrived at its final stop. The two passengers alighted and headed for their destination. I will make my life a happy one. Their steps synced to each other. They walked side by side. Slowly, slowly. I'll do it for you, Pichan. To thank you for never leaving me and always being there for me. And I'll do it for myself too. I'm a little scared, but I think I can do it. A moment of silence stretched between them. Their steps continued, however, carrying them forward to their goal. Part of me thinks that all love is just playing pretend. I mean, 90% of all couples end up breaking up, so couldn't you just say that they were just hinging everything on the short moments that felt good? Listen to me being an edgelord. I just thought that I had to get that out there. And you tell me that's not true, even if you didn't really believe it. Right? There was no reply from her partner, but Ami took it as a silent agreement and skipped happily. No matter what happens from now on, I know that all of the dates we had and this moment of us going where we need to go together was all real. And that's enough for me. She smiled as the lie left her lips. When she spoke to her doctor last, she said nothing but lies. Technically, her claims of insomnia and chronic fatigue weren't untruthful, and the medicines that would then be prescribed to her did help stabilize her. Her fundamental imbalances and misalignments weren't anything as superficial as those symptoms, but she wasn't about to reveal them to anybody. Would anyone be able to understand the true inner workings of the girl who called herself the Internet Angel? Would any doctor or lover be able to do that? Maybe her partner, her Pichan, was the only one who could. At the very least, the one thing that did remain true was that she was headed towards her goal on her own 2 feet. Pichan said nothing. To be more exact, nothing had been said since the moment they met. When Ami said she wanted to go on a date, that proclamation had been met with neither sound nor reply. We're almost there. Where? Isn't this exciting? What is? I get the feeling that all sorts of things are going to start coming our way, but it's nothing that we can't overcome together. Yay! Why? I hope our love will last forever. She stopped. She pointed at something in front of her and murmured softly. Promise you won't let seeing that stop you from staying with me. I love you, Pichan. I love you so, so much. Eh? Eh? なんで? She is died? Elisa, thank you for Hematix.
Hey I just want to say I appreciate your openness of your experience. Sorry if it's selfish, but it's nice to hear some with similar experiences with that hyper-inattentive brain worm in our heads.
Yeah?
You are doing great, Hime.
Well, thank you. I'm glad some of you can relate. Well, okay. I'm sad that some of you can relate because it means you must have had some pretty bad experiences yourself, but I'm glad that me talking about it and being open about it might be helping you in some way. Also, Sai, thank you for the 5-month memby. Good morning, down bad Hime. Wow, I need to stop lying to my therapist. I feel so called out! Help, leave me alone! Okay. Well, let's see if we can get that other ending then. So, to get the other ending, I needed to do this first? Was it? Don't lie to your therapist, Hime. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I see where this is going. I see where this is going. Ka-tung. Ka-tung. The train clanked on as it carried the two lone passengers forward. Toward Ami's childhood home. She very rarely spoke about her family and never even explained where their house was exactly. However, despite that, P-chan still suggested they visit. Regardless of whether heaven or hell was waiting for them, it was a life partner's duty to follow their other half into it. I was scared of... I was scared of being happy. I mean, look at me. I may be cute and pretty, and sometimes my brain cells kind of work, but I'm not exactly someone who deserves to be happy. Every time I thought about it, I felt like I was being crushed by a weight in my chest. It comes back every time 𝐾_ANGEL gets more followers and pure fans who genuinely like her. I keep thinking that karma will get me for it one day, and whenever I go to bed, I can't help but think that I'm going to wake up to a flame war and everything will come crashing down. Ame sometimes woke in the middle of the night screaming, perhaps escaping from a punishment worse than death that her mind had conjured up. The better her life was during her waking hours, the worse her nightmares would become. I can't do this. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Ka-tung, ka-tung. The train clanked on as it continued to carry the two lone passengers forward. Ame trembled inside the swaying carriage, but the huge machine did nothing to comfort her. Trains had no feelings, only electric circuits that took commands and inputs from its human driver. She could be scared for her life, and the train would still be completely oblivious to it. No way I could ever be happy. What kind of fucked up world would let a lowlife like me find joy? I'm just a useless sack of flesh, and nobody could ever truly love. Ame hunched over and cradled her head in her arms, her body twitching as she tried to hold back her emotions. The noise and the pain attacking her was like a swarm of flies, blocking out the person beside her, the one that loved her. It was so unbearable that Ame was starting to forget where she was. Help me! I'm so stupid. So stupid, 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 stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid. I want to throw up. I feel like I'm lying to everyone. I trick all of them into thinking I'm an angel, reel them in with my sweet talking, and turn their genuine love into money for myself. I show them some skin, knowing that they'll throw themselves at me and they say all the things I know they want to hear. All so they can boost my ego and my bank account. How could a girl like this ever be allowed to be happy? My past self would roll up in bed and scroll the internet endlessly. Would never forgive someone like that. If she could travel to the future, she'd come and hit me. It's strange. I'm the only one that I could ever undo love. But I feel nothing but rage and contempt for myself. Ame screamed, her voice piercing the air. This grotesque, twisted form was the true nature of the angel who charmed hundreds upon thousands of fans across the world. Her expectations and emotions ran wild, her mouth fell apart at the worst of times, and when she troubled anyone else, her guilt would crush her, and she would scream and cry out in an attempt to block everything out. She was like a young and immature beast that was not quite human. That was how she saw herself, or rather, how she thought she'd ought to see herself. In truth, the true emotion that laid at the heart of it all was that she loved herself. She was so drunk on her own love that it made exposing this unsightly part of her bearable. Her mind was always intoxicated by one thing or another, and right now, it was the unfortunate part inside that rejected all happiness for herself. She made herself feel better by acting the role of a tragic and beautiful young woman who'd gone off the rails and tormented herself with the irony of it all. The people online were right about me being low-life scum who begged for scraps by pandering and sucking up and lying to others. I'm sorry for ever talking shit about anyone. I'm sorry for looking down on you people, but I'm not the only bad guy here, you know? Just because I seem to have a good life going for me, with a partner and fans who don't love me, doesn't mean they have to attack me! The internet has plenty of other people who hide there because their lives are empty and hollow, so why me? Isn't it worse to do nothing with your life? Isn't it such a crime for me to get lucky? I took this gamble knowing that if I made one wrong step, I'd be ridiculed for the rest of my life and be forced to live as a plaything. Why can't people see that? I deserve at least a pat on the back for that! Nami shook her head and swung her shoulders violently. Her entire sense of self was jacked into the internet, to an entire world watching and picking her apart 24/7. Day in and day out, it was, you should have done this, you should have done that, you suck, you're disgusting, we're gonna plaster your name everywhere and slash it to shreds. She was fighting with the fans and haters every day in her head. She wanted nothing more than for it to stop, and the only person who can do that was her partner, Pichan. However, not even a romantic presence could get through to her heart. The anxiousness that plagued her hung around like a thick fog. But what would happen if the only person in the world she could trust her swelling ego with tossed her aside? What if she were the one to tire first instead? Or what if it were to happen to both of them at the same time? As much as we wanted to believe otherwise, love was not infallible. They were incompatible in many ways. Ame had managed to become 𝐃_𝐤, an internet sensation with the world wrapped around her little finger, but Pichan was just an average person off the street. If Ame left first, then she would take everything with her. However, on the other hand, Pichan could become the single weapon that could kill the 𝐾_𝐤 mythos and expose her for everything she was. The doubts would start to rise. Was this person the right one to share everything with? Am I doing the right thing by trusting someone else and revealing my past roots and my childhood home to them? But love is a fragile thing. The moment you start to question it is when it all begins to fall apart. Trust is the single component keeping lust, thoughts of using your partner, and all those other vague things in check when in love, and you can't buy it back once you start losing it in either. Now that the irreversible had happened, it wasn't hard to imagine where the two were headed. Things were still fine as long as the train was still running, but it was closing in on its final stop, where the two would have no choice but to alight. They'd have to face each other whether they liked it or not, and confront their own hearts too. The hearts that doubted and took advantage of the one that they were supposed to love and trust. The guilt, the self-awareness, it was all getting bigger and bigger. The train carrying Ame was starting to slow. In 10-20 seconds, it would reach its goal. Once it stopped, Ame would find herself at the gates of hell. She couldn't bear to look reality in the eye without the inebriation of her own ego, and the brakes were the best hangover cure she could ever detest. Her mind sped up, brewing an apocalypse within this void. A few thoughts began to bubble. What would happen if she abandoned Pichan? Didn't they still love each other? Even if she left, wouldn't they try to piece things back together? There would be salvation, sweet, convenient salvation, and absolute destruction. All two sides of the same coin of delusion. Her mind was a mess. An announcement blared through the train. In a few seconds, the train was going to stop at its final destination. The hell of self-awareness. Goodbye, and hello to the beginning of the inevitable end of a dream. Kill me. Please. The wheels grinded to a halt. Ma, それな。それはしょうがないだね。それしょうがないだね。そう。Well, that was a lovely game, wasn't it? Are there any other secret endings? Are there any other endings? I don't know. Can someone tell me if there are any other endings? Well, that happened. That happened. Did you like my voice acting? Did you like my voice acting? I'm trying to get better at it. I really am. I'm trying to get better at it. You really got into it. The Leah voice for 𝐾𝐸. Yeah, I was really channeling the Leah voice for that. That was uncomfortably real. Yeah, I'm sorry if any of that like made you uncomfortable or like I don't know, made you feel some sort of way. Acting? Yeah, acting. That was acting. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, if there are no other endings, I guess we could go back. Wait, I want to see CG mode. What's that? Are those all the CGs? So, well, I'm sure there's more, right? Should be more. Is that really it? Kawaii! Wait, this is so cute! Wait, I want these as wallpapers now. Okay. Thank you for the free wallpapers. Look at her, she's so happy. There's like different versions. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's incredible. I really like this. I really like this CG. Especially when she goes like the spiral eyes. It reminds me of the screaming cat gif. The mind broken one is great. Yeah. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. She looks so similar to you. Yeah, you don't say. You don't say. Unitex, thank you.
I'm new here, but dang, that was incredibly well performed.
Thank you. It's always really nice to hear. I mean, that's one reason why I like playing visual novels for you guys sometimes, because I get to voice things, and I don't really get the opportunity to do that. But it's hard to find a good visual novel that would, like, you know, keep you interested and keep me interested, because my attention span is non-existent. Like, maybe Danganronpa, but like, do I really want to do that to myself? Do I really want to do that to myself again? Life of a VTuber sure looks hard. You bet. I think that should be it for this mini game. Can you do the Roblox deck voice? Okay, no. I asked myself the same thing about Dangan. I think I wanted to play AI the Somnium Files, because that one is made by Spike Chunsoft as well. It's the same company that did Danganronpa. So if I was to play a visual novel, maybe I could do that one. Maybe. It's the same with RPG Maker games as well. Like I can voice some of them. But then like RPG Maker games, it's hard to keep my attention, and it's also kind of hard to keep your attention as well. So about Raincoat, maybe there was another one that a friend recommended me. I can't remember the name of it right now, so I will ask. But it had a really unique art style. Was it Pocket Mirror? I think it was Pocket Mirror. They had a really unique art style for the CGs. Not the CGs, but like for the music videos or something. And I wanted to play that. Yeah, I've heard good things about Somnium Files. That's what I've heard as well. And Fianza, thank you for gifted. Thank you. I think if I was to do a voice acting stream again, I might do it for members first and see how it goes. Kind of like test the waters. And yeah. Obviously, yeah, I've heard good things about Pocket Mirror, and I really like the art style. It's so cute. It's so cute. Himemiya! You know, I'm pretty regularly random RP streams, basically, kind of, but RP is kind of different from like voice acting because like I feel like voice acting, it's easier when you have a script to read off of. Like, I think if I had to play the part of 𝐾𝐴ngel earlier, just purely off of improv, it would be a lot harder for me to get the kind of tone that I want. Yeah. Love and Deeps. I've seen people play that one! That's the fucking like 3D looking, like it looks like real guys, right? It's a dating sim that looks like real guys. Yeah. Improv is so hard, especially you don't know how long you want your line to go. I know, it's like you have to really like think of the line first and then think of how to deliver it. So like doing it on the spot is hard, but I hope that with like my periodic RP streams and like, you know, just like I can just, you know, play a character, shoot the shit. If there's one thing I regret, honestly, it's that I didn't stay in character for very long after my debut. Like, it would be... I see people who do this, like, people who stay in character and really keep the kayfabe up. So they're basically, like, just role-playing their OC 24/7 on a stream. So, like, saying, like, oh, instead of saying, like, oh, I need to switch scenes, and like, we'll head over to the next room now. Or like, instead of just like putting toggles on, they'll be like, okay, sorry, I need to get changed real quick. Let me take my sweater off. Oh, it's a little hot in here, isn't it? Something like that. I feel like people who can do that are really cool. That's why I have a lot of respect for Remy. Wemi, she does it really. Her immersion is really good, and like her production quality is amazing. I don't think you've done any better. It's not about like doing better or worse, but I think like it would have been like more engaging and more fun for myself. And then I wouldn't, maybe I wouldn't be so, you know, like Minera about streaming sometimes, because then I would see them as like an entity apart from myself. But like right now, my streaming persona and who I am are like pretty much like intertwined forever. There's only so much you do as a princess, you know, like what if I just talked like this in a regal tone all the time? Maybe I should entertain my guests like this every once in a while. I think it would do you some good to hear a refined princess for once. Wouldn't you agree? I know some of you agree that some of you might think it's a little uncanny, but this was how I was raised to speak. Hime-sama, my wish is your command. You're a princess, Himemiya li E. The Queen's English. Okay, it's not really like British accent either. But yeah. You have voice like a week before you go wild over something. I guess you're here for me, aren't you? You're here for a human, no matter what form I'm in. And that's really reassuring. I'm really grateful for that. Do a challenge of that stream. You break character, you do Batsu. You know what? Bet. Let me put that on my schedule now so I don't forget. Because I am very prone to forgoing. When should I do this? Maybe... Oh, I'll do it next week. Next week. I'll do it next week. Okay. I'll do it next week. So, second week of February. Oh my god, January's already passed! What the heck? How to brainstorm how to bait her into breaking cat. No. It's not happening. Okay? Okay, whoa. I will die on this hill. What should be the Batsu? I guess we can decide beforehand? Near Valentine's. Oh shit, yeah, that's coming up. You know, I was thinking, because for Valentine's last year, I did a whole day stream, but I think this year I might do like a whole week of like Valentine themed streams instead, like a whole week of various Valentine streams. So idol karaoke, making chocolates, trying to rizz other people up, or like playing a dating sim. Maybe I can play like fucking Hatoful Boyfriend or something on that week. Valentine's League date. Ayo, bot duo with the Beatles. That sounds like a romantic night to me. A rom-com watch-along. There is a rom-com that I wanted to watch with you guys, actually. Have you guys heard of Set It Up? It's actually really cute. I remember watching it like at a sleepover a couple years ago, and I was like on Netflix a couple days ago, just looking through like seeing what's new, and I saw they had that movie. It's really cute. It's really cute. I promise. Okay, like I just want to watch like Hallmark rom-com movies with you guys. Yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. I still have to decide like what other things we can do, but we'll brainstorm that together. We'll brainstorm that together eventually. Okay? Let's see. This music is rotting my brain again. Valentine's kissing. I want to do another cooking hand cam. I want to do another baking hand cam. Would you guys trust me? Would you guys trust me to do another cooking stream? Would you trust me to make chocolates for you? Would you trust me? You don't trust me? You don't trust me? But I wanted to make these chocolates for you! You gotta trust them. Okay, this time I have to make sure she does not get on my desk, because cats cannot have chocolate as well, right? I think, like, dogs, it's fatal, but cats, it will give them a stomachache as well. So cats cannot have chocolates. I will quarantine her in the bathroom. I will leash her. I will leash her to the toilet. I will literally chain her up. Please don't burn your house down. Wait, you don't need to bake chocolates, do you? You just like put them in the fridge. You put them in the fridge. You don't need to bake it. I'm not gonna burn anything down. Cat becomes Skibbity Toilet 2.0. No! But you have to melt them. You can melt them in like a cup of like warm water, or like in the microwave, right? The microwave. Microwave. Yeah, like a bowl of hot water. Easy. I want to make cute chocolates. I want to make cute chocolates. I think Valentine's would be, or like the week of Valentine's would be a good opportunity to bring back the Princess Travels as well. I really have been meaning to do another one of those. I feel like I just completely forgot about it, but I want to do another Princess Travels with you guys. For those of you who don't know, it's where we go on Google Maps and I take you on a little vacation. Opportunities like this is hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Yeah, it'd be cute. And then we could like walk around and like maybe look up like walking tours of the place if need be. Yeah, it'd be cute. Okay, I gotta think about what else I can do. But for now, those are my ideas. Last Mass was here rummaging through the desert. Hey, that was GeoGuessr's different, okay? GeoGuessr's different. Although I'm kind of cracked at it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of good at GeoGuessr. I won't lie. But yeah, okay. I think that's gonna be it for me for today. I'm sorry for the recent shorter streams. I'm honestly a little rattled up by that last minigame, but I will definitely play this next week as well. Oh my god, my next week's schedule is looking crazy right now. We're gonna do that next week again. I don't know when. I'll have to figure it out, but you'll see. I'll upload my schedule tomorrow. I will upload my schedule tomorrow. But for now, I want everybody to make sure to go watch JP Gen 1's new debuts. The rest of them today. We have Kurara-chan and Noki-chan debuting, and their debut starts in, I think, 2 hours? So I'm gonna send you guys over there. Let's see. Studio. I'm gonna send you guys over there. Please give... Oh, in an hour! Oh, whoa, that's early. I'm gonna send you guys over there. Make sure to check them out. And they also have an original song premiering as well. I don't know if it's premiering today or another time. But I hope you enjoy their debuts. I think you guys are gonna love them. I love my JP 𝐒𝐤𝐢𝐚 so much. And I'm looking forward to being able to interact with them more and more. Kurara looks like she's your guitar buddy. Maybe. I actually don't know if she plays. But she does love idols and music a lot. And you can see from like her debut later. Let's see. Redirect to Kurara-chan. Kurara-chan doku. Let me find her waiting room real quick. Kurara. And also, don't forget, tomorrow I am going to be doing I'm gonna be showing you guys my my model 4.0, and there's a lot of exciting things, like a lot of new assets, new model, new movements that I want to show off to you guys. Members already got to see a bit of it, but this is the last day you will see of the old me. And after that, I will be premiering my cover of Error by Nikki. It's one of the covers that I think I did the best in so far, and I hope you guys all enjoy it as well. So please make sure to check those out, subscribe, and take a look. And thank you for everyone that joined membership today. Thank you for everyone that super chat and sent Hime attacks today. I'm always very, very grateful for it. No matter what it is, like even if you're just like commenting in chat, I'm just really grateful for all your support. Thank you for loving me. But with that being said, I'll see you guys at the debuts. Make sure to wave your pen lights for Clara and Loki today. And I don't know if they're doing a after collab. If they're gonna be what's it called? Doing a collab after that? Like after their debuts, like a chatting or something. But if so, then make sure you check that out too. Okay? I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye. Otsu. Good day, Hime. Bye bye.